Hello everyone, my name is Kean Kramer and today we are chatting all things Spalding Waratah Senior Finals. Use this video for a bit of a taste for what to expect this weekend. Don't forget to purchase your tickets using the link above. Let's get started with the Division 2 Youth Men. There will be action-packed entertainment on show this weekend in the Division 2 Youth Men's Division. Shoalhaven play Hornsby Spiders Green and the Sydney Comets take on the Illawarra Hawks. Both matches are unpredictable and that's how we've viewed them. Shoalhaven has been rock solid all year, only losing 2 games and will be favourites to win the division. Riley O'Shannessy will be the man the Spiders will have to watch out for after averaging 18 points per game. The Spiders may have finished in 4th, but they have so much more to give. Shoalhaven beat the Spiders in the regular season 86-54 away and beat the 101-75 at home. As for the Comets and Hawks, we're expecting the match to go down to the wire. Sharpshooter Will Potter will want to put a dagger through the Hawks' hearts. He's hit 34 threes leading into the weekend, and it's not set to stop there. Patrick Lancaster has done everything for the Hawks this season, and we're sure he's purely focused on what's ahead. The Hawks lost to the Comets in a close one last time they played 77-74, and it's setting itself up to be a game to remember. Let's look into the Division 1 Youth Women. These ladies have been putting on some mighty fine displays all year. In fact, we know that's set to continue with 2 mouth-watering encounters with Manly playing Hornsby and Hills playing Norths. The Seagulls finished on top of the ladder, so do you think that puts added pressure on them? Absolutely not. They've been confident, but they know they have their work cut out for them. Manly's Antonia Henderson has done it all for her team this season, averaging far more than anyone in the team. Her 17 points per game has to be on the minds of the Hornsby players. The Spiders have been great defensively all year and they need to continue that form for another 2 games. Manly beat Hornsby 65-58 and won 71-52 in their clashes throughout the year. Hills vs Norths is an intriguing battle only because Hills should win this match in their sleep. But with no added pressure, this could lean in the Bears' favour. One would have to suggest that the combination of Hare and Cotties would be far too good for the Bears, but we wouldn't be too sure about that. They polished off the Bears 80-55 and backed that up with a 90-73 win during the regular season. Now it is Division 1 Youth Men's time. The Battle of the Big Guns. You couldn't pick one game that you're looking forward to the most because they're both sensational. Central Coast take on Newcastle and Penrith vs Manly to make it to the grand final. It's amazing when you think about it. 3 to 4 players for Central Coast team have all tasted championship men's basketball, which makes the Crusaders all the more harder to beat. They came first with only a few losses to their name, so you'd think they should put up a good game over Manly. Jacob Cracknell is set to lead the way for Central Coast with a few other players there to help him out. Newcastle will be struggling to contain their thoughts going into this match. They beat Newcastle 79-65 and 77-71, which makes this semi-final far harder for them after 2 losses against this outfit throughout the season. As for Penrith vs Manly, it's a much more even encounter. Lachlan Charlton will lead the charge for the Panthers after a fantastic season, averaging 21 points per game. And for Manly, if they can contain Charlton, they might find themselves in a good position to win the match. The Panthers beat Manly 76-58, but lost 85-75 on Manly's home court. It's a fairly even match, and we can't wait to see what unfolds. Next up is Division 1 Women. It's a country affair this weekend with all 4 teams making the track to the city. Just how will the travel affect these sides? We'll have to wait and see. Coffs Harbour play Shoalhaven and Maitland play Wagga Wagga in a couple of super matches. Coffs Harbour sat fairly comfortably in first for majority of the year and lead the charge as the team to beat. When you have Bamford Cleland scoring at will and others chiming in, you know you're in for a good day out. Shoalhaven have their work cut out for them, but that's not to say they can't string a few things together to convert their points into a win. They beat Shoalhaven 95-52, but lost in the second match of the season 62-51. Maitland and Wagga Wagga is a heavily anticipated matchup. As expected, both teams will be putting everything on the line to save a spot in the grand final. Shakira Riley is all the hype at the moment for the Mustangs and has been one of the best players in the division all year. Wagga has a tough task in trying to defend her. Both times Maitland played Wagga this year, they lost. The first time they went down 81-52 and the second time they lost 75-58. We are over halfway, so it's only fair we speak about the Division 1 men's fixtures. It has been a long and windy road for most teams in the Division 1 men's competition, and we finally got our 4. St George will play Bankstown and Sutherland take on Tamworth in two barnstorming encounters. It's anyone's guess who will win, but we're sure that it will be enjoyable no matter where you'll be watching it. St George has played particularly well all year and their form has been sensational. They lost one game all year, and with Cameron Coleman averaging a whopping 26 points per game, it puts the Saints in a great position to go all the way this season. Now we have the Championship women. The Queens of New South Wales are about to hit the biggest stage of all, as 4 teams will fight it out for a place in the final. Norths play Newcastle and Hornsby will be taking on Sutherland. All 4 teams deserve their spots, and it's almost impossible to call who will win their respective fixtures. It's going to be a final series full of extraordinary talent. Renee Garlop for Norths, Sarah Graham and Alicia Poto for Hornsby, and not to mention Chelsea Schweers for Sutherland. Keep your eyes peeled for some quality basketball. Norths have been the clear favourites all year, only losing 2 matches, but have been pushed at times by some of the best sides in the league. Hornsby and Sutherland have had some amazing clashes throughout the year, and with a bigger stage comes a more intense matchup. So let's see who has the right mentality when it comes to winning. Last but not least, let's look into the Championship men's fixtures. Does it get any more enticing than these matchups? Newcastle vs Manly and Norths take on Hills. Newcastle has been dominating the league thanks to their 2 imports, Austin Thornton and Sharif Watson. Most players around the league haven't yet figured out how to defend these 2. If they keep up what they're doing, then the Hunters could find themselves in a great position to go all the way. Manly are flying high after a tough win against the Sydney Comets last week. They made it through to the finals and know they have a tough task ahead of them. Norths are cruising. They've been in this position before numerous times, and coach Ben Knight has the team to push for the Shield. It's all coming together for them now, and that's just how they would want it. Hills are hosting the finals weekend, so it won't be an easy game for Norths, knowing that most of the support will be for the Hornets. That is all we have time for today. We value all your support and we can't wait to see what is on show this weekend. It's an exciting time for basketball in this state, and if you want to support your team, make sure you head to Hills Basketball Stadium this Saturday and Sunday. But if you can't make it, tune in as we'll be live streaming every single game with commentators for what will be sure to be a fantastic weekend of basketball in the 2018 Spalding Waratah League Senior Finals weekend. Good luck to every player and team. My name is Kian Kramer. Thanks everyone.